Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to my exploration of the Conjuration tree under the Ordinator perk overhaul. Alright, so off camera, I did all the boring things. I sold all my loot, I did all the enchanting and all that other stuff. Did some training, and I think that's it. The only other notable thing is that I doubled the level progression for restoration and destruction. So hopefully they don't bog us down like they were before. We should get some faster levels in those, and that means more perks and more progression through the perk tree to do more exploration on this stuff. I do want to cap out the destruction and restoration perk trees so that I can take on the ritual quests for those spell schools, and also to explore the rest of the restoration tree. I really need to get some levels in that quickly. So I didn't want to take it too high up, so I just doubled it. I don't want it to go so fast that I can't keep up with it in terms of being able to get a feel for what the perks do in actual gameplay before I move on to the next perk, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's it. And I think I did get at least one level just through speech from selling stuff off and things like that. So let's take a look at that now. I did some training with Colette as well, a couple times. Ooh, my skills are fading here. What's going on here? Am I, like, fatigued or something? No. That's interesting. I wonder why my skills are so jacked up. Oh, I think I know what that means. Okay. So 155 is the level at which the skills stop contributing to level progression. So the skills keep increasing, but they aren't going to contribute toward your main level, the progression bar up at the top next to level 68 up there. So you can get stronger in that skill, but it's not going to contribute to gaining more perk points after that point. So Conjuration's already maxed out in terms of perk progression, and Enchanting is the same way. So that's it. Illusion, there's still some juice left to be had there. And Alteration, definitely we're going to get some good levels out of that. But as far as Enchanting and Conjuration go, we're not going to get any more help from them in getting new perks. But we're not really hurting for perk points right now. We have 9 of them. We just need to increase our skill levels here in order to take new ones. Speaking of which, though, the training looks like it did help. So we're at 61 in restoration, which means I can take a couple new things. We were interested in Warrior's Flame. I want to see if that actually touches our minions. And we are interested in this branch here. 9 more levels to go in restoration before we can take the Under My Wings perk, which is what I was interested in from the beginning. So we'll go ahead and take this so it's ready for us to grab once we get to that level. And I suppose, okay, I'm actually going to hold on to my perks. I'm not going to grab these Ashes to Ashes and Sacred Flame just yet, because I want to verify that the Warrior's Flame effect does work on my conjured minions. Oh, we are going to need dual casting as well for Under My Wings, so we'll grab that. Okay, 6 perks left to spend. I think I'm just going to bank them and use them for restoration perks as we are unlocking them. Okay, so there's that. I think we're ready to get started with some action here, huh? Well, it's actually a little early in the day for Connor. We're gonna sleep until 7 p.m. We'll pray to Azura, and then we'll get on with it. But I want to grab Shalador's writings, and I want to progress that quest. So we'll probably go get that from Orphan's Tier. There are just a few bandits there to fight. Nothing big. And then I'm going to bring those back to Urag so we can start translating them and give us the next location, or at least start the timer for him giving us the next location. And then while he's doing that, I think we'll go to Sightless Pit and take on the Falmer there. So let's grab a nap and get going. Hey Zora. Okay, here we go. We got the band. We got the band back together. We have our bound sword up and ready to go. I have prayed to Azura. We are at 91% favor. So hopefully soon we will get the next level of that, where they grant you a power and things like that. I'm interested to see what Azura gives us. I got my Spark spell in my left hand. And I think we're ready to go fight some bandits. So let's go ahead and fast travel over to Orphan's Tier. Clear them out, and we'll find those Shalador's writings. Oh, we lost our bound blade there, though. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Okay, there's a restoration level there. That is encouraging. Okay. Well, that was easy. That is encouraging as far as kicking this up to Legendary. Once I'm able to reach 100 on these last two spell schools, oh, there's Shalador's Insights. That's what we're looking for. And I'm able to get the master level spells and kind of flesh out everything that this character can do. Then I plan on kicking it up to Legendary, excuse me, and start fleshing out the character in ways that make sense for that difficulty. So I'll probably start fleshing out at least the shock branch of the Destruction School tree, or skill tree. Start fleshing out enchanting a little more, and enchant some good gear for us, some good so to speak end game gear, I would say, and just see how effective we can be at Legendary. I think we're going to be pretty good. The only thing that I'm worried about is our very low health pool. And even though we're doing pretty good with Ebony Flesh and the perks that strengthen that, we still don't have a whole lot of protection. It's not really anywhere near capping out on heavy or light armor and having fully upgraded gear and enchantments that raise your skills and things like that. We're not coming anywhere close to the cap. So we're going to have to come up with some battlefield tactics, which we've already touched upon a little bit. But that is probably a couple episodes in the future. For now, let's go back to the College of Winterhold. We did level up, so that is good. We can train with Colette to get that restoration skill up a little higher. Drop this Shalador's writings book off at Urag so he can start translating that. And then we'll head to Sightless Pit. Hopefully get some more skill levels. Urag is going to be in the Arcanium. I think he's there at all hours. I don't know that I've ever seen him outside of this library. As advertised, there he is.
All this knowledge might have been lost were it not for you.
Oh, switch me up.
Excellent. I'll start translating it. Shouldn't take me more than a day or two. I only just got my hands on it.
Yeah, alright. So we can go take care of Sightless Pit while he's doing that. But first I want to try to find Colette and get some training before I level up. Or right after I level up. I don't remember if I've taken all my training yet. I think I probably have. Alright, here's Colette.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Okay, yeah, we have already trained, so let's go ahead and level up first. Okay, still taking Magicka. Oh man, it looks like we're one level away. That's awesome. Restoration only went up once. Hopefully that goes up more. Let's see. I still didn't notice if our minions were affected by this warrior's flame. I have to keep an eye out for that in the next battles to come. Okay, so we have 7 perks here. I'm going to go ahead and bank them all because I don't know if this is working. So, yeah. We do have, we did get our refresh on our training though, so. Oh jeez. Don't get back in bed yet.
I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Stop complaining. Okay, so 5 more levels here, and we are only 3 away now from level 70, where we can take Under My Wings, I believe. Alright, so once Stormy here gets out of our way, we'll be able to head over to Sightless Pit, grab a few more levels in Restoration and Destruction, and probably some other stuff. Boy, he is really steadfast in this doorway, isn't he? And we'll see if we can't take a perk or two. And we are definitely going to keep a close eye on our Warrior Flame notification up in the left corner while we're fighting to see what that affects. Alright, here we are, right outside of Sightless Pit. Now we have the whole gang. Somehow we have 2 Storm Thralls. I don't know how that happened. I think we may have had a lingering Storm Thrall at some point, and then when we conjured yeah, I don't know. let's get our Dremora Lord back up in here. That guy helps out a lot. And we lost a Storm Atronach. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. That's an odd sequence of events that must have caused that, and I can't quite put my finger on it. But I mean, what I suspected happened was that we had a lingering Storm Atronach because he's usually the last Thrall that we call. And then I summoned 4 more Conjurations. And then instead of the last Storm Atronach falling away, the Dremora Lord fell away for some reason. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Anyway, not going to dwell on it. We have some leveling to do here. Whee. Okay, Falmer tend to be quite dangerous, so we are going to take our time and do this correctly, I think. Hopefully there aren't too many narrow pits or narrow corridors down in here. Ooh, pickpocket, eh? Sure, why not? So that our Atronachs and our Dromora Lord can keep up with us a little better. Let's see, bandits. Something tells me we are not dealing with bandits. Whoa. This hardened Falmer stuff is pretty cool. It's very valuable, that's for sure. I would like to use it in a character concept someday. Underutilized, I think, in a lot of Let's Plays, and it's a really cool, cool aesthetic for a darker, sort of more savage character. One day, one day. Still have a lot more Skyrim to play than I have time to play it. I'm sure we all have that problem. Okay, we'll take some souls. I haven't been paying attention to my Warrior's Flame. I've been concentrating on not dying. But I gotta try to remember to keep an eye out in my peripheral here to see who and what that affects. Didn't see anything there. I saw some status effects on me, so that might have been the Warrior's Flame hitting me. Didn't see anything about minions, though. Gloomworker. These guys tend to be... They look like they're resisting my chain lightning, which is annoying. I haven't seen that fire off properly the whole time we've been down here. I don't know why I keep taking those Falmer ears. It's kind of disgusting. Circlet of Conjuration. I think I'm running a mod that allows me to wear circlets with hoods, so maybe I can put that on right now. Let's give that a shot. Oh, no, there's a naked Connor. Guess it doesn't work for that hooded robe set there. Oh, well. Maybe I'm not running that mod right now. It might be on my my other test profile that I've been playing on off camera. And now the vermin. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, I'm not seeing any notifications for Warrior's Flame whatsoever, regardless of who or what it seems to be affecting. I might have to do some external research on that, just to see if somebody else knows and has posted so on the internet. But we'll still go through here, get our skill levels. Alright, we got a new level up. Excellent. Heavy boots we'll take, the helm we'll take. The armor itself is a little too heavy. Okay, let's just go ahead and level up now, shall we? Well, first let's heal up so that we can at least get the skill progression there. And let's take a look at what we got. Taking magic again. Okay, now do we get to cast a 5th minion? I think we're gonna have to try that out. Let's see here. Where are we at restoration? 72. Excellent. So now we can take Under My Wings. And I would like to try just hanging back and healing up. Was that a dual cast spell? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that whole thing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I have close wounds. I'll just keep casting that constantly. I have close wounds right now. It's not a concentration spell like the base level healing is, so I'm gonna have to let this go to cast it, which is going to take away that 30% damage bonus from my conjurations here. But that's alright, we can still level restoration faster. Hopefully we get skill progressions from restoration as we heal our minions with it. That would be cool, right? Not sure if that's actually going to work that way, but one can hope. But for now, let's try to conjure another... what's the oldest one here? I think it's the Flame Thrall. Let's try to cast ourselves another one of those. I would like to have 2 Dremora Lords if I'm having 2 of anything, but... no, okay, so we're not quite at that 750 level yet. So there's something else affecting us that's more than that 50 magicka boost. So let's take a look at our active effects here and see if we can figure out what kind of boost we're getting to our magicka. Okay, Alter Self. Magicka increases by 50% or 50 points. So there's 50 there. Okay, so all I saw from the active effects were the 50-point boost from Alter Self from the Alteration tree, and then another 6 points from Varied Diet from I Need. So there's another 5 points of magicka coming from somewhere, and I can't figure out where. But that's okay. We should only need 1 more level if that's the case. If we're only 5 points of magicka under where we need to be, then next level should get us there for sure. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, well, let's continue then, shall we? Oh, and regarding the extra conjuration, I'm hoping that I get another one to cast. March of Oblivion says a maximum of 3 additional, which is what we're running at right now, but I don't know if that overwrites, or if that is cumulative with the Edge of Oblivion perk, which gives us 1 additional minion. So we'll find out next level, I'm sure. It could be a hard cap on 4 minions total here, but we shall see soon enough. Still no notification on Warrior's Flame here. Warrior's Flame touches me. Okay, so that's a pretty nice effect, right? That under my wings, it allows you to kind of sit back in safety. It allows you to your minions to do the work for you. But I don't know, it feels a little boring to me. I like to be a little more active, personally. Of course, this being Skyrim, a game about player choice, play how you want, I guess is what they say about it, right? There is a build for everybody. And if you want sort of a battlefield commander type that just sits back and lets all his underlings do the work, then this is a great perk to take for that. The problem is you got to dual cast it, so you can't really... Is this guy dead? Doing the moonwalk of death. I salute you, Falmer. So the problem is you're pretty much relegated to only casting dual-casted healing spells, and that's it. You don't have a hand free to do anything else. I don't know. Not my favorite way to play. Oh, and it does count toward our restoration skill, so that's great. We'll do this for a while. We'll keep up with it. Cancel. This will help us reach restoration level 100 a little faster, I think, doing it this way. We get a little bit more exposure on an alternate style of play, an alternate build, so to speak. Get in there, guys. I thought you smelled weakness. Where are you going? There you go. It looks like you got to be fairly close, too, for the under my wings effect to take place. I got to double check the range on this. The problem with having a diverse army of minions like this is that some of them want to hang back and attack from a distance via range, and some of them want to charge in. And if you're in more of an open, sprawling battlefield like this, they might stretch you to where you have to pick either your ranged folks or your melee folks. And if you're picking your melee folks, which makes the most sense because they're the ones going to be taking most of the damage, most likely, you're going to put yourself in harm's way. Is there? Oh, yeah. Ouch. There we go. Charging that spell really does help with damage output with your minions, doesn't it? Our Dremora Lord up there was not doing a whole lot of damage until we started charging that dual cast spell. And then he hardened right up. That dude went right down. I feel like I forgot to loot a Falmer over here. Indeed I did. Okay, so getting a lot of levels in restoration. Have we leveled up yet? No. But we are up to 76 in restoration, so we're progressing at a pretty good clip here. I really want to save taking these perks until I know whether or not Warrior's Flame affects my minions. So we'll keep looking. Another Sky Shard. I think the last one we got gave us a perk, so we still have to wait for another 2. Get in there, guys. Whoa. See, the healing spell didn't affect him, and he was just right over there. So there isn't a huge range on this. Let's take a look. "20 feet. So yeah, that's kind of limited. It's kind of a bummer, actually. I think that's our rare book that we wanted to get. Yeah, great. I don't know. It's kind of persuading me against this playstyle personally. However, you know, if you're not wielding a melee weapon like bound sword or bound battle axe or something like that, you're kind of free to be mobile enough to kind of drift from minion group to minion group and heal up here and there, depending on where it's needed. The issue with that is you really don't know where your help is needed, right? You don't know where your minions are that need healing the most. It's not like an MMO where you have like an item on your HUD with all of your minions and their health levels on it. I know that there are mods that you can get. I think EFF, the Extensible Follower Framework, has something like that. I don't know if that extends to minions as well. But that would be something that would be nice to have for a character like this. I use AFT and I'm very happy with it. I like it a lot more than EFF. So I'm not switching anytime soon, but just as sort of a suggestion or recommendation for if somebody wanted to try out a sort of minion commander type like what we're doing right now. Okay, we did level up already, so that means we can take 5 more levels in restoration training, which should put us up to 81. That will allow us to go all the way up to Battle Cleric, which gives increased or reduced armor based on what Warrior's Flame hits, which is great, regardless of if it works on our minions, because we could use that armor too. I don't know. I feel like I'm just taking it. It's going to be helpful regardless. Just because it's not anything that we have to do, and it doesn't do anything but hurt us. It's auto cast. And it floats from character to character, so may as well. Still got to do the research on whether or not that actually affects minions, because I haven't seen that it does yet. At any rate, once we get to level 100 in restoration, I can just activate the apotheosis power that unlocks, which applies Warrior's Flame to everybody on the screen, basically. So if it does affect my minions, then we'll be able to see then, hopefully. Okay, let's find Colette and get some training. See where we are after that. How close are we to leveling up again? Not super close. Is that Colette? Yeah.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school. You've already learned all I can teach you.
Oh, bummer. So who is the Master Restoration Trainer? I don't remember. I'll have to do some research on that too. I thought it was Colette, but it is not. I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that too. Okay, well, I guess this is a good place as any to end it. Let's just go ahead and take a look at what our skills and perks look like now. Destruction is all the way up at 85. Ooh. I wonder if Feralda can train us. Let's go downstairs and find her.
Tolfdir is master with... I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible.
Okay, she is master level trainer. That's gonna cost a fortune though. We'll save it for restoration. How about that? Okay, so on the agenda for next episode, I'm going to find the master level restoration trainer. There might be a quest associated with that. If so, we'll go ahead and do that. We still have to drop off this book with Urag, see if he's translated any of that. And then we will take on another quest, start leveling up some more, and see where that takes us. We are at destruction level 85, so we're 15 levels away in destruction from being able to take on the ritual quest and get the master level spells for that. And we're almost at level 77 for restoration, which puts us 23 levels away from 100 on that. But if I can find the trainer, we can get within 28 levels. No, I'm sorry, not 28, 18 levels of 100 on that. So that's pretty cool. I think in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and stick with this sort of hands-off approach with dual casting our healing spells. I might switch to just the regular old healing spell too, so that it lasts longer. We get the damage boost on our minions, and we can just kind of constantly heal them the whole time too. So that's good. Hopefully we'll get some more levels here pretty quickly too. I don't know. I'm tempted to boost up my progression even further. Maybe double it again. We'll see how that works, I think. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next time. I also want to see what I can do off camera that I can kind of take advantage of. I guess I could take on some alchemy. That should level up pretty quickly. We're already tapped out on enchanting as far as it progressing us. Sneak we can do. That's fairly easy to level up, I think. Especially once we get the archery thing, we can do some sneaky archery stuff. Light armor, that's gonna be rough, I think. But it is untapped potential. Two-handed, for sure. We might switch over to bound battle axe sooner than what I was thinking, just so I can start leveling up a little faster in something else. Smithing, there's still some juice left there. I can still do my iron transmute thing off camera and smith up some gold rings. Yeah, but it's really just restoration and destruction that we're focusing on right now, so I'm definitely going to boost the progression there. Okay, I've rambled on long enough, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the episode here. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take care.